Hi folks, this week in the lesson series I want to talk with you about my roots as a finger picker and how I got started and what some of my influences were when I first started finger picking. Of course, you know, the blues masters and all the people around me that played that music, I was absolutely fascinated by it. But also, through a family friend, I was interested in Chet and his style, and that led to people like Merle Travis and Doc Watson, and I got into all those styles. So the first thing I was shown by a guitar teacher, believe it or not, in Jacksonville, Arkansas, was Travis picking, all right, which was very interesting to me. I'd already learned a lot of blues styles. I'd sort of learned a way to finger pick Travis picking wise, I guess you would say. But to actually learn basic Travis picking and have it set out for me as a method came from that guitar teacher. I wish I could remember his name now, but I can't. I'm sure he's probably retired by now. I think I was a kid, and now I'm 51. Who knows how old he is? So anyway, that being said, I think we should start. The first thing I want to let you know is today I am not playing slide. I'm playing a standard tune guitar, and that's E, A, D, G, B, E. This is the sixth string, and this is the first string, okay? And so what I'd like to do is just start by giving you a basic demonstration of Travis picking. Okay, so to demonstrate basic Travis picking, the way that I learned it in my formative years on guitar, I'm just going to make a C chord on the standard tune guitar, and that means that I'm putting my third finger on the fifth string on the third fret, second finger, second fret, fourth string, third string open, first finger, first fret, second string, and then first string open. Okay, so here's the basic pattern. Okay, that's basic Travis picking. Now, the way that works is you play your thumb and your middle finger first, and the thumb's going to play the fifth string, middle finger's going to play the second string. Okay, then your thumb plays the fourth string, index finger plays the third string, thumb plays fifth string, middle finger plays second string, thumb plays fourth string, first finger, index finger plays third string. So you get and that's basic Travis picking. Okay, now that we have Travis picking kind of under our belt as far as at least understanding it, let's talk about Freight Train, Elizabeth Cotton's tune. Fantastic tune. And this was the first song that I learned that used Travis picking. Okay, so what I'd like to do is just demonstrate that song for you, and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so now that you've seen me play Freight Train and you've gotten a good look at what my right hand does, which is very important as you can see so far if you're going to Travis pick, let's talk about what's actually happening in the tune. Excuse me. So, okay, so obviously I'm not just going, I'm using my pinky to outline a melody. And that melody is on the third fret on the first string, and then first string open, third fret on the second string, and then first fret on the second string, because that's while I'm using my pinky to do that movement and using the basic Travis picking pattern, I am holding a C chord. All right, so that's the first part. And then I go to a G string, which means now my thumb is going to play the sixth string for the bass and the second string with my middle finger to start the pattern. Okay, so that's the second part of the melody. Open second string, third fret on the first string, first fret on the first string. Okay, then the next part goes. Okay, so then all I'm doing is using my pinky, third fret on the first string, first fret on the first string, open first string, third fret on the second string, thumb. Messed it up a little bit there, but you get the idea. You just want to use the picking pattern. All right, then you're going to go back to C. And then, all right, that's first fret, second string, third fret, first string, open first string. So we really aren't deviating from the picking pattern at all through that first part. Okay, now here's a little deviation that I was taught. Okay, all I'm doing is going to the sixth string, 3, 2, 1, and then I'm doing the thumb and the first finger, and I'm playing the thumb is playing 6, the first finger is playing the third, and I'm hammering on with my first finger on the first fret on the third string. And I'm going, and then I'm using my thumb to play the fourth string, and I'm playing on the third fret. I'm on an E chord. Okay, now, okay, let me stop for a second. If you don't know what an E chord is, it's open 6. You take your middle finger, put it on the second fret on the 5th string, third finger, second fret, 4th string, first finger, first fret, 3rd string, and then 2 and 1 are open. All right, so that's the first part, is that hammer on, and then 4th string with the thumb, and then I'm playing the first string open, and then the second string, 3rd fret. And I'm doing bum, 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 bum. And after the first, boom, 1, 6, 2, 5, okay? All right, so I do that twice. And then I go to an F. And the form of the F that I'm making is I'm taking my first finger and barring it across all 6 strings. And this comes from the fact that my hands were never big enough to make this type of an idea comfortable, where you would bring your thumb around. I just never did that. I always just barred, okay? And then I'm going to avoid the 5th string during this, okay? Because I'm not going to have it in the correct placement. So, 6th string, 1st fret, 4th string, 3rd fret with my 3rd finger, 3rd string, 2nd fret with my middle finger or 2nd finger, and then the top 2 are barred, of course, with my 1st finger. But to start it, I go. So all I'm doing there is playing, again, the 6th and the 3rd together, hammering on with the 2nd finger on the 3rd. I'm lifting up that 1st finger so I'm not barring. And then I'm setting the finger down, which sometimes gives me a little problem getting a clear note because I'm going, all right, which is just thumb playing the 6th string, index playing the 3rd string, and then the thumb comes up and plays the 4th string. And the thumb is just going to go back and forth between the 6th and the 4th during this. And then on the 2nd string, I'm playing 1st fret, then I play 3rd fret, and then I bend up, on the 3rd fret, and then I come back down and play it again on the 3rd fret. Then I play the second string, first fret, and then 3rd fret or 2nd fret on the 3rd string. So, and I use my pinky to do that bend up. So I find that I can push my pinky kind of against my other fingers, which took me a while to get. And just keep in mind, sometimes that takes some time. Okay, and then I go back to C. Then I'm just going between, on C, I'm holding the C, just holding the C. I'm not doing anything else. And I'm going 5, 4, 5, 4 with the thumb. Then I'm playing 5 and 1 open. So it's basically 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And that's all it is on the C. Then we go back to the G. And we're just going to play 6th string. By the way, I didn't show you how I finger this G, so I apologize. But I put my 3rd finger, this is one my grandfather taught me. It's an old way to finger a G. You put your 3rd finger on the 6th string on the 3rd fret, and then I use my pinky either on the 3rd fret of the 1st string or the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. All right, and you use the fat of your 3rd finger to block off the A string so it doesn't sound. This is always the way my grandfather made his G chord. So I knew this before I ever started with that teacher over in Jacksonville. Okay, so it's all we're doing there, 6, 4, 6, 4 with the thumb. 3rd fret, 2nd string, open 1st string, and then 3rd fret, 2nd string. Ba, ba, ba. And then this. Now I got that last part not from the guitar teacher, but from an Elizabeth Cotton video that I saw on YouTube, believe it or not, where she ends it like, and she ends it all kinds of different ways. I've heard her do like that as well. So there's all kinds of ways you can end it. And I'll leave that up to you to look over. All right, so there's Freight Train. Now, Chet Atkins was another major influence, and he became one because we had a family friend. His name was Daryl Mills. I called him Mr. Daryl. And he was really into Chet Atkins. And when I would go to his house, he would pull out all these Chet Atkins records. And I would get to sit and listen to all those. And there was a song called Me and Merle. And it actually was the 2nd song that my guitar teacher in Jacksonville taught me as far as finger picking. So let me just demonstrate that for you. Okay, so now that you've had a chance to see me play Me and Merle, let's talk about it a little bit. It's a little bit more involved than Freight Train was. There's a few more chords. The picking's a little different. All right, so to start with, it's in the key of F. And on this, you're just going to use a bar chord, a regular bar chord for F. None of the fancy stuff, none of that. So it's... So you can see there's a lot more chords in this. All right, so let's just take a skeletal look at it. And then you can go between this and the demonstration to see actually what my fingers are doing. So the first chord is F. And the one thing about Chet Atkins is when he gets going on his thumb, it just keeps going. And the pattern he uses on this, I tend to simplify it because of the way that I learned to finger pick, and I never really worked on the alternating thumb. He's going to go 6, 5-4 with his thumb. That's the first thing. Now, what's happening up top? Of course, we've got an F, and the way I'm playing F in this one is I bar the first fret with the first finger, second finger goes down, second fret, third string. The pinky or fourth finger goes down, third fret, fourth string, and the third finger goes down, third fret, fifth string. You get an F. So I'm playing strings 3, 2, 3. And then playing a G minor, which means you're going to move that bar up to the third fret, and you're going to bar all 6 strings, but then you're going to take your third finger, put it on the 5th fret on the 5th string, and your fourth finger and put it on the 5th fret on the 4th string. And it's going to be the same 2 strings, 3, 2, 3. So 3, 2, 3. Now the next part. Okay, the next part, he's playing a form of an A7. All right, now, I'm sure Chet Atkins does this a different way, or he did this a different way, and it's more beautiful when he plays it. I would just encourage you to go find his recording of me and Merle. It's probably on YouTube. Okay, so all that is open 5th string. That's an A. And then we're going to play, we're going to have up here at the 5th fret, I bar the 5th fret, strings 4 through 1 with my first finger, and then I can hammer on with my second finger to the 6th fret, like that. And then second string, first string, second string, third. All the while I've got that 5, 4, 5, 4, bum, bum. And then I play a D minor. And the way I play that, boom, boom, ba-da-da. So I just hit that note, second string, 6th fret, and a D minor up there. All right, if you don't know how to finger D minor, you're going to bar the 5th through the first strings with your first finger. Take your second finger, put it on the 6th fret of the 2nd string. Your 4th finger, put it on the 7th fret of the 3rd string, and your 3rd finger, put it on the 7th fret of the 4th string. And that's a D minor at the 5th fret. Now, the way he plays this and the way I play it is, excuse me, he hits that, and then, so bum, and then he's playing the 5th string with the D minor. And the way I do it is I kind of bring my thumb pick down and then hit the 3rd and 4th strings together. So, oh, what is this? This is actually an F7 chord. All right, and all you're doing, you're putting the 5th in the bass, which gives it a nice walk down. D, C. All right. So what you got is I'm going to show you how to play this chord. You're going to have your 3rd finger on the 8th fret on the 6th string, your 2nd finger on the 7th fret on the 4th string, your 4th finger on the 8th fret on the 3rd string, and your 1st finger, on the 6th fret on the 2nd string. Boom. So all you're going to do is play that 6 and then 4, 3, and 2. All right, then the next part. Okay, I don't know if you remember Freight Train where we played an F chord like this. So our pinky was freed up for that kind of stuff. We're going to do the same thing. Now, this is a B-flat chord, but he's starting with what's called a B-flat 6th. But let's not get too much into that jazz, okay? Because it's just part of the melody line. Bum, 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 ba-da, bum. That's the melody line. How's he doing it? All right, so he's barring here. Well, not quite barring yet, but he's got his finger across all 6 strings at the 6th fret. And then his pinky is in the 8th fret on the 2nd string. His 3rd finger is on the 8th fret on the 4th string, and 7th fret on the 3rd string with the 2nd finger. All right, and then he lifts up his pinky. All right, so he's doing that. 6, 4, 6, 4. Okay, so he plays the pinky is on the 8th fret, and then he lifts the pinky up, and he plays where he's got his barred at the 6th fret. Then he lifts this finger up and plays open 1st string. Immediately lays it back down and plays the 2nd and 3rd strings. Okay, goes right back to that bar. Doesn't really ever leave the chord except to lift that finger up to get that one note. Okay, so that's where we are. So we're this far. Excuse me. Okay, now what's that? We're going to another F chord. Okay, and this is an F with the 3rd in the bass. But again, let's not get in the weeds with that. So that's just an open 5th string, which is an A note. Then you're going to put your 3rd finger on the 7th fret on the 4th string, 1st finger, 5th fret, 3rd string, 2nd finger, 6th fret, 2nd string, and the melody. All right, all it is, and then you got that open 1st string. Okay, so you're holding this chord. All right, that I showed you, the F with the 3rd in the bass, and you're playing 2nd string, 3rd string, open 1st string, 2nd string, 3rd string, and you're going 5, 4, 5, 4. All right, now you're going to make, again, and I use my sort of simplified bar. I'm going to do a G bar chord. I'm going to go across strings 6 through 1, and then I'm going to put my 3rd finger on the 5th fret on the 4th string, 2nd finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string. And I'm going to go pom pom. So I'm taking the 2nd string, playing the 3rd fret first, 5th fret. All right. And I'm going 6, 4, 6, 4. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Now I'm doing a C7th. And all C7th is, as a bar chord, is across the 5th to the 1st strings at the 3rd fret. I take my 3rd finger, put it on the 5th fret on the 4th string. Pinky is going to go on the 5th fret on the 2nd string. But I'm going to lay that pinky down in a second. I'm going 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, 5. Right? So 3, 5, 3, 5, and then F. Okay? And that's me and Merle. Now, if you want to keep playing it over and over, there's a cool little chord you can throw in there. And then just start over. And that chord is 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 5th string. And then the 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. And then you're going to bar the 3rd and 2nd string with the 1st finger. It's almost just like making an F up here, but you're moving it down to the middle string. You just arpeggiate it. And then you can start over. then you can start over and do it as many times as you want. He does this really cool ending. And all that is when he gets to the end. So he'll go. All right. All that is 5th string open. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, open. And then 3, 2, 1 on the 6th string. And then 5th string, 3rd fret. 5th string, 4th string, 3rd fret. And then he just plays an F bar chord. All right. So have fun with that one, guys. But that's pretty much how I got started. Next week, what I'd like to do is take a look at Taj Mahal's, just to extend this a little bit. Now, and so there's not too much material for you every week. I want to take a look at Taj Mahal's Fishin' Blues, so that you guys can get an idea of where you can go with this stuff. So I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend, and thanks for watching, and please enjoy yourself.